Engrossed substitute House Bill 1097 on third reading and final passage. Remarks. The good member from the 38th, Representative Sells.
Well, thank you very much, Madam Chair. Whenever I look at workplace safety bills, a line from a protest folk song comes from about 40 years ago. And the line was something that was very simple. It said, we don't just come to work here, we just come to work here, we don't come to die. Now that might seem to be a bit of hyperbole, but it undergirds just about everything we think about in terms of workplace safety. And in one of those areas, the order of imminent restraint, those are areas of huge danger. People die, or they get substantially hurt so they can't even work the rest of their life. The economic impact to that individual, to that company is substantial. What we've done in this bill is change some of the enforcement mechanisms and added in penalties and action because we think that needs to be done to get quicker action on orders of imminent restraint. We think that's an important thing to do, and it's paying homage to those folks who may have been in accidents in the past where we could have saved them and their communities some of the anguish. I think in terms of the blow up of the refinery in the 40th district. The second part of the bill is a retaliation. We know from what we heard from workers, particularly in the agriculture industry, where we bring people from out of the country to work in those, the fear around talking about safety issues. They're worried about not only their jobs, but where they might get sent if they even bring the issue up. So we've strengthened the anti-retaliation. And most recently, we've seen the doctor in the northwest corner of our state bringing up issues around personal protective equipment that was fired. Those kinds of things shouldn't happen. This isn't a perfect anti-retaliation, but it creates a system for people to talk back about those issues. That's important to do. And finally, we've created that help for small businesses that may not be able to meet the standards without getting some more equipment or those things that they need. You know, when I go out in the community, which is not often these days because of the COVID, I look at those grocery workers that are standing there in front of me, maybe to check me out. And I think about what it is I owe them in terms of my obligation to make sure they're safe. And in this time of COVID, I think that's a question that we've all been asking ourselves. I do know I owe them the strength.
The good member, can you wrap it up? You're almost out of time.
Thank you very much. Please vote yes.